Hey mages, reset moments ago. I shouldn't say moments ago. It's actually been a couple minutes. About 3 minutes. You can see it. Typically there's a warpwood dude that will spawn here, and he'll walk past. You let him walk past first. Once he's past, you're fine. Otherwise, you can just quick. You can just run past him real quick. I jump down here, blink into this corner from up top. Don't take any damage. Basically, you want to just blink early. Don't worry about blinking late.
That's still recharging.
Refresh my ice barrier. All of this is pretty basic. I'm just pulling these 3 packs. You can pull more if you want. There's another pack over here you can pull right there. That one's really tough to get with too. These 3 is
I
the
can't
same.
pass that yet.
You have a lot of consistency with this.
I can't loot that.
I mean, yeah. If you've done AoE farming, you know most of this. It's pretty basics. You're gonna pull these 3 packs together. Ice block. Blow them up. I'm running this spec. It's fire. It's 1833. I'm running Shatter with improved Flame Strike, so got about 65% chance to crit on Flame Strikes, which for Lashers and Satyrs is extremely fast for farming them. It's faster than Blizzarding and more consistent as well. As you saw, I had 1 or 2 resists there, and it was not an issue at all. Literally didn't matter because the way you blow them up is just faster. You don't have to worry so much about getting your Blizzard procs cancelled because you're getting resisted, or you're getting
That spell isn't ready yet.
bopped around. I'm gonna run up, pull this next pack, wait for the paths to go past. Once you get used to the path rotations, you'll be just fine. But wait for the paths to go past. These go deep. Another one just goes to this tree and stops. So these guys.
I can't pass that yet.
Maybe we'll get lucky and have a book spawn. If you guys haven't been here before, this is all new to you. I'll show you the reset spots too. One's not that I know of at least. Alright, let's check the first book. Not seeing it. Typically it'd be about right here. Right here. It's not there. Watch out for this Death Lash. Blink past this path. This path will cut across. Go. Touch right here. So you gotta be careful of them. Ooh, so there's a warp seed pod here that spawned some whiplashers. That's nice because I'll just be able to add that onto the 2 packs that I'm gonna pull, which are gonna be this one over here, and this one, and now these 2. We're gonna pull them underneath the big guy over here because that's a safe spot. Counterspell because it's long range, low cost. Wait for them to get closer. Grab those dudes. Just walk over here.
That's still recharging.
A little bit of damage. Apply the new shield that we had waited for. And
That spell isn't ready yet.
Forward and backwards like that so that you can bunch them up and also apply your leeway. When you make your party, what you want to do is start it by yourself, then invite a friend of yours, and have them invite your alt, which is what you will log off onto. You'll log off and then go onto like a bank alt or something that you have. Have them invite that, and then they can make your bank alt party lead. Then you want to make the party a raid. Maybe I said that already. Make the party a raid, and your friend can leave the party, and you can go back onto your main account and then go into the instances, and you'll be able to reset from the inside by hopping to your other account. But anyways, we're going to check for the other book spot. See if there's one over here. Again, I'm not seeing one. Typically it'd be about right here. Maybe here. It'll be right around here. You should just go over here and check. You'll see it. Pretty hard to miss, especially because it's something so important that you're like really looking for it, because that's what you get the big stuff from. Forest Compendium, stuff like that. So I'm gonna pull the last 2 Lasher packs. We saw this guy early. That's nice. Oh. So this Invis Satyr dude will be walking around. You're gonna want to take care of him.
I can't pass
You
that
can catch
yet.
him at a good time. It's good to kill him before the Lashers that you're gonna kill. But typically, he's
That's
fine.
still recharging.
You can leave it be. You can take care of the first 2 or the last 2 Lasher packs before dealing with this guy. However, we gotta have a
That
good
spell
time.
isn't ready yet. That's still recharging.
Gear for this that I'm running is not full bis. I don't need this. I can switch this or something else. Basically, you want high int and stam gear. That's because with raid bis, you're gonna have a lot of spell bonus damage and increased crit chance with mostly frost damage bonuses and stuff like that. Not always, but you don't need that. So basically you're going to want to be going for that int and stam, because while you're in here, that's most effective because it gives you more cast on your spells and you don't get one shot by the mobs as you're clearing them. So yeah, you do that. Just gonna go up and pull this next mob, reapply my shield, drink once more real quick here. And we'll run up and start to pull the next set of mobs. And we're gonna go and start to, once these guys get a little bit closer, grab the next set too. Now that we got both sets coming at us, we'll just wait for them to stack up.
I can't pass that
Apply
yet.
the ice
That's
shield
still
that we're waiting
recharging.
for again. And start AoEing them. Back and forth again. That leeway. Makes it really easy if you are just pacing forwards and backwards, because they will just kind of pause for a second and a couple of them will hit you. All the ones in the back will kind of catch up, so you group them up for your AoE really easily that way. Alright, so we've got our ice block up after that first pull because we're going to need this for the next 2 pulls that we'll be doing. If you've got herbalism, you can make more money an hour here because you'll be able to grab the herbs on your way through here. So that's always definitely a good way to make money. There's ghost mushrooms, which go for a little bit over gold right now, I think. I don't have any in my inventory right now. I think they're like 120, maybe 130, maybe more, maybe like 170. Sometimes an Invis Satyr will spawn here, so just watch out for that. I'm gonna check this warpwood pod because I don't want it to be lashers, and there it's scurrying over. Looks like we got lucky this time. Maybe we'll get some runtum tubers. Nope, boiling seed. These are nice if you're pulling big packs, but I haven't been using them. It's not totally necessary, and it's not like it's, that detrimental to not be using them. I'm only pulling 4 at once. If I was pulling 8 or more, I probably would be, but it's still risky. You just won't die if you just pull 4 at once. You're still getting the kills. You may be adding another 3 to 4 minutes to your round. That's about it. Why not be safe? Alright, so Waited for my ice barrier reset to be up, and also still have an ice barrier. Oh,
That spell isn't ready yet.
We got really screwed there. That normally doesn't happen. Yeah, she is. Alright, so basically you want to keep walking in a circle with them. Keep them pathing. Yeah, you're gonna bunch them up essentially.
I can't cast that yet. That's still recharging.
So yeah, keep them walking. Basically, you want to use Frost Nova when you can. I'm gonna use a potion here, keep myself safe. Kind of fucked up the pull a little bit. Typically, you wouldn't have to. I'll probably do the next pull a little bit better, but this route is a little bit safer. I'm gonna use my mana gem.
That spell isn't ready yet.
Jumping helps cancel your leeway as well to give you a little bit more range on your spells, especially your Frost Novas. Or sorry, Clinicals. So we got some full cloth off that dude. Ooh, a pristine black diamond. Boom. See, easy way to make money. There's a lot of
I
RNG
can't cast
drops
that
that you
yet.
can get from this
That
place.
spell isn't ready yet.
Just makes it easy. There's one of them right there. You can get books, you know, all kinds of good things. So that's one of them right there. I'd say that's definitely the first one I've gotten. Doesn't happen often that you get lucky like that. But anyways, so we're gonna use our cold snap because we're gonna be needing our next ice block real soon, anyways. I'm also going to prep my mana ruby for the kill because you never know if you need it. I've already got this mana citrine, but I'll be using that for Hydro spawn later. But if I need to use it, you know, it's there. I'll reapply my ice shield, ice barrier, because I want to have that for the kill. Alright. Now I'm just waiting for probably another 7 seconds and I'll start to pull the pack. Looks like there's another. Yeah, it's pretty often that you get the locked chests. I just wait until I see them behind me. That's what I use for my indicator.
That's still recharging.
Ooh, walked close, way too close apparently.
I can't cast that yet.
Down a little bit more. These guys are bopping me pretty good. There we go, I like this spot better. Don't have to worry about the rocks.
That spell isn't ready yet.
Basically just keep rounding them up.
That's still recharging. I can't cast that yet. That's still recharging.
That pulls much more. Alright, cool. So, let me see if there's any robes in here real quick. Just get myself ready for the hydro spawn kill. Sorry, I was just waiting for my mana to regen. I didn't realize I wasn't drinking for a second there. Alright. So, we're going to check out the hydro spawn. Typically he'll path basically to here, here, here. You'll see. We're gonna run over here. Oh, actually before we get up there, it's worth just rebuffing real quick. I should have done it like minutes ago. You're gonna want to use mage armor because you're gonna need the mana back on your casting. Plus, if you're doing it right, he's not really gonna be hitting you much. So there's not too much you should have to worry about in that sense. Yeah. Okay, so he'll path back up here, and then he's gonna path back down here, and then he'll go basically to here, and then up here. And when he goes to walk up here is when you want to start casting your fireball. You don't have to do this with fire spec. Well, you do have to kill this guy with fire spec, but you don't have to do this build. It just makes it easier. You're gonna be farming hydro spawn often, you know, it's already worth it for you. Alright, so now that I have him set, I want to start.
That spell isn't ready yet.
Yep, DPSing slowly. When he starts to turn around and cast his spell like that, that's his knockup. You want to cancel that just by canceling LOS. You do that just by walking around the corner like that. It's pretty easy. Using Scorch. It's my max rank Scorch. Oh. And this is why it's nice to have those crits. Because it gives you that ignite damage over time, which is really nice to have. Oop, I must have made it up at the ledge there. As you can see, my ice barrier just ran up. You always want that. You always want to have that up. It's totally worth having the mana, or totally worth your mana cost. Oop. Always try and catch when he's casting at you. You need to
That's still recharging.
not let him finish his spells. If he bops you, pretty much at any point, you're kind of screwed. There's very few times where you can really save yourself. I'd say 90% of the time you're screwed.
That spell isn't ready yet.
I'm gonna use my mana gem now, because it gives me a chance to use my other mana citrine later on if I'm going to need it.
I can't cast that
It's
yet.
not really efficient to use fire blasts, but if you've got the mana to spare, which at this point we kind of do, because we still have our evocation up, which we'll probably end up using later on in the fight.
That spell isn't ready yet.
It's okay to, you know, get him in between in your scorches. If you want, you can walk further out here to get your casts off, but it's kind of spooky because you also don't want to just walk too far where you can't cancel the line of sight. Because if you get bopped, you're gonna be hurt. Ice shield is
That's still
a
recharging.
one. This is an attrition fight. You don't need to take this quickly. It's almost better you don't. Let's spooky. We should do a path run like that. Alright, now that we got all of the little ones taken care of, this fight gets tremendously easier. They don't do a lot of damage, they're just annoying to deal with, as you just saw. They're kind of scary. They can really mess with the fight and make the boss path in a weird way too. That is not something I want to deal with. My cooldown came down for my second mana citrine, so I'm using that. Two resists, that's not common, you get those. Especially because my gear is not terrible. Oh, you know what, I forgot to put my robe of the Archmage on too. That's okay. It is like beneficial for this fight, because it's not like you need all that extra mana that you normally have from your regular gear. And once I start getting low mana myself,
I can't cast that yet.
like really low, I'll start to use my evocation. I like to get him as low as I can before I do evocate, because he walks slower and slower the lower he gets. So I have more chances to get more evocation procs off the lower he is. Oop, that was a spooky one. As you saw earlier when I did get bopped from his knock ability. Oop, that's bad too. What you want to try and do is blink back to this side. Get yourself back in the position where you can keep going. If you get too close over to these imps over here, you're screwed. They'll pull, and this guy will range you with some moderate DPS fire spell, basically. So you really have to be careful of that, for sure. It's definitely what I would say be most careful of. Alright, now that I'm like considerably low mana and he's low, I'll let him get close as I can, and then I'm gonna evocate. Pop down here, make him walk, get a couple procs off. As you can see, I'm getting quite a bit of mana back. Got almost a full evocate.
That spell isn't ready yet.
And now this fight is pretty clearly
I'm out of range.
in my hand.
I can't cast that yet.
I can really kind of spam my spells, take him down pretty quick at this point. Like I said, you still gotta make sure you're canceling. You don't want to let him get you, but you have to definitely be careful.
That's still recharging.
Make sure you're using your ice barrier and everything when you can. And now that he's at this point where he's less than 10 HP, less than 10% HP, he's going really slow. At this point, you can just take him out, pop him. And I like to see what we get. Nothing really good from this run, but some good vendor trash makes it worth the run. Sometimes you get much better things, obviously. Been lucky enough to get a priest book off of him, and also a mage book, and an essence of water is a pretty likely drop from this boss from what I remember, so that is something you should watch out for too. So for this run specifically, like, which took not very long, I should have been checking time. Oh, jeez Louise. That's spooky. I might die. It's a good thing I have this gem. Well, I gotta reset still, so I can't just say goodbye to this guy. Well, no, I can't. Alright, so he can't reach us up here. He'll just go back to walking his pathing. I'm going to typically I'd
Not enough mana.
remake my gems at this point because I'm gonna use them for the next run. But because he just annoyed me, I'm just gonna log out. Typically always eat and drink before I log out. You can kill this guy if you want. You don't have to. It's not a big deal if you don't. Maybe you get lucky. Typically, I'd actually wait for somebody for that chest we found too. Try and get somebody to open it, because you never know. You could get something good. I think they've got like a 5% chance at those 30 gold backpacks. So if a rogue can get lucky and get something like that, I don't mind waiting out for him. So at this point, I'll switch to my alt. Typically do my auctioning and stuff on this account. Send over stuff like the herbs and other things, other drops I get, like the blues mostly, I'll send over to this account and then set them on the auction house eventually when I get around to it. So it definitely makes it, you know, worth your time to send things over to this account and then look at auctioning them. This is the epic I got from Farming Darmal East like a week ago at this point probably. It's the worst one. But you never know what you can get. So I'm just waiting for Party Lead to transfer over. It takes about 2 minutes. Should be maybe another 30 seconds here and it'll pop over to me. But yeah, typically during this time I would do my vendoring and things. Put things in the auction house, pick up stuff that I have from the mail. But I need some more big space in the bank right now too, so I'm just waiting to do that for after the video. But gives you an idea of what you need to do. So getting pretty close here, should be any second now. Then once it does transfer over, all you do is reset the instance. I've heard ideas of people doing Zevran. There we go. Reset the instance. Ideas of people doing Zevran mages, but that's definitely a harder fight. You're gonna have a tougher time with that one. Because if you don't cancel the line of sight on him properly, he'll get you. So now that you've reset it from your alt, it's the instance is reset. As you can see, the Warpwood Tangler is new. He's walking across. If I go over here, look down, let's see, there's lashers. New spawn lashers. Oh.
I can't cast that yet.
This was spooky. Could've just went really badly there. But yeah. You get the point. So yeah. Thanks for watching. Hopefully it was of some use to you. This vendor thing you have that I have here is called farm logs. It tracks your vendor pretty accurately, but obviously there's a lot of things that you'll get that will sell in the auction house, like this velcloth that I got from the drops. Obviously that is something that would sell in the auction house that you can get some good money back from. This pristine black diamond, another something you can get some good money back from. So yeah, hope everybody enjoys if you do watch it, but if you do try the route, good luck. Hydro spawn, definitely worth the route. Definitely make sure you always check your book spawns. Yeah, enjoy. Thanks for watching.